think fishing is kind of dull these days. Like, everything else is very good and getting good, at least in Skyblock, but fishing is not that much good. So I decided to give fishing an update. So fishing is also a skill that also needs an island specially made for it. Like foraging is the worst rated skill, but it still has an island. Farming, combat, mining, all these skills have its own islands. So I decided to make an island specially made for fishing. This island is going to be an open sea with a small island in the middle with water surrounding it, and it is going to be very cool. The island is going to be raided with pirates every night. There's going to be a small mid-game boss in the fishing island called a Megalodon, which would drop a new rod called Shark Hunter, which gives 20% chance to catch sharks in the marina event. This would add a lot of content to the game and it'll be very interesting, I think. Anyway, in the fishing island server thing, there's going to be another place called the reef, which has corals and fish, as you might have expected. Yeah, what a reef would have, you know. You guys may think like this can only be possible with Skyblock updating to 1.13, but you know, Hypixel Skyblock is very customized and like nothing is close to the vanilla game itself. So maybe the admins can, I don't know, retexture a squid or something, or maybe, I don't really know, I have like zero coding knowledge, but I'm sure the admins can take care of that. So basically you can introduce like these small fishes and stuff that you can go and catch instead of fishing it with your rod, which would be very interesting in my opinion. And also you no longer have to fish in the pond. Like you can still do it, but you don't have to only do it. What I'm trying to say is like you don't have to throw the rod and repeat it like 2 billion times. Now there is a way to go fishing normally, like how you would go in real life. So if you want to explore more, you can now use different boats or ships to go on adventures. Now there are fishing boats that you can purchase from Maria, which is going to be a new NPC in the fishing island, for 2 million coins. Boats I know in 1.8.9 are very glitchy, but you know Hypixel Skyblock, they can install the data pack and change it and completely record it. Or else they can also record the minecart to go on water or something. As I told you, I don't have any coding knowledge, but I am sure the admins have endless capabilities to do these things. So yeah, you can now use different boats to go on adventures. Then to explore the sea, you can do this by exploring the sea without swimming in it. I know that makes no sense, but it will make sense later. This would bring us to the third part of the update, which is the monsters, the sea monsters. Yes. So, you know why I introduced those boats and things? That is mostly because you can't randomly just swim in water in this update, because there's going to be different sea monsters in the ocean, which has different difficulties according to the deepness of the level you are in. For example, the one near to the fishing island thing, the shallow area of the lagoon, would have small sharks, which you can't really fish like Marina's event, but they can attack you. I mean, you can also kill them, but it won't drop those shark teeth and all those special drops and things. Yeah. As you go deeper, you will see the orcas, the killer whale things, and then there will be great white sharks as well, which would attack you. Yeah, these things would attack you, just like the smaller sharks we saw before. Orcas has a unique one in a 1,000 drop called Oceania, which is a new epic talisman that makes you immune to damage from orcas. So basically, if you get this talisman, you no longer take damage from orcas. And as you move further into the ocean, you will be going to an area called the Deep, which would spawn giant squids and wardens of the deep. So wardens of the deep is just elder guardians, but they will have different abilities, and these guardians will have 7 million HP and very strong attack force. To avoid these monsters, you're going to need a board. Yeah, this is why board comes in clutch, and it will prevent you from everything except the squid. The squid will actually eat your board. Like, you know those movies like Pirates of the Caribbean or whatever, like these giant octopuses and squids will just merge out and, like, I don't know, consume your board. But it will no longer happen in this. I mean, it will happen in this update as well. The squid is the only monster that attacks boards, as it will use its legs to attack the board and drown you. Yeah, that's one part of the update. And some clever kids out there may think that you can use Frostwalker instead of the board to run on the ocean and freeze it. But let me tell you, you can't really do it, because you can't use your AOTE or Hyperion or whatever you use to teleport, or use Frostwalker and those types of things that you use to avoid the board strategy. You have to use a board, others will be disabled. Then you may think, why would anyone want to go that far just to fish, right? Well, the answer is very simple. In the deep, like the deep area with squids and things, you get 100% secret chance, and you're likely to catch legendary ones more often. Like these emperors and hydras, you're gonna get more oftenly. In addition to the sea creature already existed in the game, you would be able to catch the deep boss, which is a guardian that has 2 million HP and has very strong attack power. It is going to drop the new best armor set for fishing, called the Deep Armor, which is going to give a rarer secret chance, which is a new stat that determines how rare you're likely to catch a rarer monster. So basically, if you have like 100% rarer secret chance, you will be guaranteed to get a legendary or epic sea creature every single time. But it won't really be possible. I think they, while balancing, the admin should probably make it like 10%, because otherwise it will be very overpowered. Like, you can catch emperors every single time. And in the fishing update, you can also go diving for fishing. Not the diver's armor, not those types of shenanigans, but which includes using a new armor set called the Cobra Diver Set, which makes you immune to sea monsters in the ocean, although it eats 300 of your mana every 10 seconds. This would allow you to dive in and find the sea creature yourself spawning in the area. Sea creatures, I mean, not the sea monsters, like not those sharks, orcas, and those squids. Nope, none of that. I mean, you're gonna see them as well, but sea creatures, I mean, the good ones. The ones that give loot, and that you will be happy to see. So these, and there'll be new sea creatures, a lot of them, and one of them would be the Octopus King, which would be able to still damage you, and the Cobra set won't make you immune to sea creatures. Rather, it only makes you immune to the sea monsters guarding the sea and the deep. So what I meant by the sea is the shallow and, like, the lagoon area, and the deep is the deep ocean with squids. And by squids I mean big ones, and maybe I think you can't really resize the squid size in 1.8, but I think they can change it with slime settings or data packs or whatever. They can do. If they can't, they can use other mobs, and make it easy. It doesn't have to be a squid or anything. But that is all I have thought so far for the update, and if you're hyped about this, please drop a like down below and comment what you're most excited for. Who knows, this actually can be a reality. Anyway, please subscribe, I will really appreciate it, and I will try to bring more good content and farm subscribers. Yeah, so subscribe.